At e2language.com, we run live classes every day, sometimes several times a day. And last week in one of the classes, Navdeep asked me this. And how could I resist? That's what we're going to do in this lesson, map labeling. Map labeling in IELTS has a really bad reputation. I know that when some people see it, they panic immediately. So let's eliminate that in this video. It's actually quite a systematic and simple process. It starts, of course, with a map, just like this one. And notice on this map, you've got letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is how map labeling usually works in IELTS listening, and certainly the most recent tests tend to follow this pattern. We've also got on this map a compass down in the right-hand corner. That's quite significant. But let's look at the instructions. If you're doing the test on paper-delivered IELTS, your instructions will look something like this. Questions 1 to 5, label the map, write the correct letter A to H next to questions 1 to 5. And here are questions 1 to 5. Now, question number 1 is information board. So essentially, you're being asked, where is the information board? Is it here, H? Is it here, C, B? You just have to choose the right letter. On computer-delivered IELTS, the instructions are slightly different. It says now choose the correct letter A to H next to questions 1 to 5, and you'll see a table like this. So again, we've got our 5 questions, starting with the information board, but this time rather than writing the letter A or B, you're just clicking a box. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G are along the top here, and your job is just to click here or here, wherever the information board is. Here are some tips that will work regardless of whether you're on paper or on the computer. Now, the first thing that you need to know is the questions come in order. So you're going to hear the answer to number 1, then number 2, then number 3. That makes life much easier. To prepare for this type of question, start by identifying features. Probably the biggest mistake that I see when people deal with maps in listening is that they don't look at the map carefully enough before the audio plays. And there is plenty of time, at least 30 seconds before you hear the audio, to prepare and get ready. So during that time, look at, of course, the letters, where are they, but also look at the features that are already there. We've got a west gate, a north gate, east, and a south gate. We've got a pond here in the southwest. We've got tennis courts here, sort of inside the south gate to the right. There's a football field. And as I mentioned before, there's a compass point here as well. A compass, rather. And that indicates that you should be listening for compass points and directions on foot. So what I mean is when the speaker is going, they might say something about the northeast or the southwest, but they may also say something like, go in the south gate and turn left at the first track and head straight along, that kind of language. So it's going to be a mixture, northeast, southwest, and also go straight, turn right, turn left, all of that language. Final fairly obvious tip is to read the options. So don't just look at number 1, look from number 1 to number 5, say the word out loud in your mind, because if you accidentally miss question 1 or you miss question 2, you don't want to miss all of them. All 5 questions are independent. So yes, maybe you will miss one of them, but that's okay. You can catch up and answer the rest of them. One question does not depend on the other question. Just to get that language happening, let's do a quick pre-listening practice. Here are 3 challenges for you. First one says, what letter is to the northeast of the football field? 2, if you enter from the west gate, what letter is immediately to your right? And 3, enter by the east gate and walk straight ahead. When you reach the tennis courts, this letter is on your right. I'm going to give you 20 seconds to look at the map and choose a letter for each question. Go. And let's check. Number 1, what letter is to the northeast of the football field? Here's the football field. Northeast, it's D. Number 2, if you enter from the west gate over here, what letter is immediately, that means directly to your right? Here it is, E. And number 3, enter by the east gate over here, walk straight ahead. When you reach the tennis courts, this letter is on your right, here, C. So with that language in mind, let's get into it. We're going to do question 1 and then pause and look at the script. Then question 2, the same, and then 3, 4, 5 on your own. Question 1. Your job here is to listen carefully and find where is the information board from A to H. Obviously, it's only one of them.
The slide we're looking at now shows Foster Park as it looks today, with the changes that have been made. You'll notice too that a lot of the original facilities are still here, of course. We've kept all 4 gates, but we've moved the information board. It used to be next to the tennis courts, but you'll find it now immediately to your left when you enter at the south gate. Just like before, it has details about the park opening hours, local wildlife, and a little bit about the history of the area.
Let's check out the script now.
The slide we're looking at now shows Foster Park as it looks today, with the changes that have been made. You'll notice too that a lot of the original facilities are still here, of course. We've kept all 4 gates, but we've moved the information board. It used to be next to the tennis courts, but you'll find it now immediately to your left when you enter at the south gate. Just like before, it has details about the park opening hours, local wildlife, and a little bit about the history of the area.
You got it? So if you're on the computer, you would click this button F. Simple enough. Let's go on to question 2 now. We're looking for the children's playground. Here we go.
A brand new addition is the children's playground. If you enter by the west gate, keep walking past the path to your left, and it's just after the one to your right. Dogs are not permitted in that section, so children can play without any worries.
And let's check out the script for that section.
A brand new addition is the children's playground. If you enter by the west gate, keep walking past the path to your left, and it's just after the one to your right. Dogs are not permitted in that section, so children can play without any worries.
So easy with the script, isn't it? So this is the answer. Children's playground is here, B. Okay, we've done 2 out of 5 questions. Now for the next 3, it's over to you. I'll play the audio right from the start. Try and get 100% correct. Here we go.
The slide we're looking at now shows Foster Park as it looks today, with the changes that have been made. You'll notice too that a lot of the original facilities are still here, of course. We've kept all 4 gates, but we've moved the information board. It used to be next to the tennis courts, but you'll find it now immediately to your left when you enter at the south gate. Just like before, it has details about the park opening hours, local wildlife, and a little bit about the history of the area. A brand new addition is the children's playground. If you enter by the west gate, keep walking past the path to your left, and it's just after the one to your right. Dogs are not permitted in that section, so children can play without any worries. For you dog owners, never fear. We have allocated an off-leash dog zone. This is in a fenced-off area to the southwest of the football field, basically in the centre of the park. You'll also find plastic bags there to clean up after your pet. The tennis courts are in the same spot as always, but you'll notice that we've moved the fitness area. This used to be just inside the south gate, but you'll now find it between the pond and the west gate. We think this is a much nicer spot to work out. One final thing I'd like to point out is the new fountain, a spectacular addition, I'm sure you'll agree. From the west gate, walk along until you reach the first path and turn left there to reach it. As always, the park is open to the public 7 days a week. And we are.
I'm just going to share the answers with you now, but if you do want the transcript, you can download it in the description below. You can also see the questions and the map in the paper delivered format. Question 3, where is the dog zone? Hopefully you got this right. It was C. The fitness area, E. Last one, the fountain, it's here, A. For more IELTS practice, come and join us at e2language.com. And if you have a request like Navdeep, something that you want us to make a video about, put it in the comment section below and we'll see what we can do. Bye.